Well, good morning all. I just thought I'd give a brief update on the situation with this BSA A10 Super Rocket. Obviously yesterday I took it out for that ride where it started snowing, in spite of it having been clear blue sky and sunshine less than an hour before I set off. That was time to perfection, that one. Anyway, I got a bit of a roasting off one or two about that, but never mind. The owner sanctioned it, and he's been in touch this morning and he's happy with everything. And I've wiped the bike down. I wiped the bike down yesterday, and also did some work to sort the clutch out. But here we are now. I'm speaking to the owner this morning. He's confirmed that he would like some new tyres putting on this machine. So that brings me to what I'm going to be doing with it when that happens. And basically, I spoke to him about the rear wheel. I'm going to have a go at adjusting the spokes and get some of that side to side wobble and up and down throw removed, or certainly reduced. I'm very certain that I can improve on what we've got there at the moment on the rear one. But also I was looking at the front end a little earlier, and whether the camera will pick this up I don't know, but if we look at the gap between the side wall of the tyre and the fork leg, like I said, I don't know how well we're going to pick this up. There's a definite sort of bias to the left of the machine. The side wall of the tyre is running very close to the fork on the left side, and we've got a substantial gap on the right. In fact, I can get my fingers in there. No way would I get them in there. So while I've got the front wheel off for a tyre change, I'll also have a go at adjusting the spokes and moving the front wheel rim across to this side a little bit, and hopefully equalise the gaps between the side walls and the fork legs on both sides, because it's right over offset to the left at the moment. I want to try and move it over to the right, so that's no biggie. That's just a matter of slackening the spokes off on this side and tightening them on this side. In fact, that's something that I can do before the old tyre is removed, because I can just let the air out the tyre. The bike's on its centre stand on the bike lift. I can slacken the clamp off that holds the front wheel, put the jack under the bike, raise the front wheel, pull the front end over a little bit, and I'll be able to spin the wheel, let the air out the tyre, and adjust the spokes accordingly until I've got what I want. So no biggie there. But I think the rear wheel, I'll probably take care of all that with the wheel and tyre removed, because I'll be wanting to use the dial gauge on both the edge of the rim side to side and the inner face of the rim to get me up and down removed or drastically reduced. So that's what's going on with that, and I won't be road testing the bike to see if the clutch is okay until I've changed the tyres now, having spoken to the owner, seeing as he wants tyres, because I wasn't sure yesterday whether he would want to go for that or not. So that's why I just roughed the tyres up and went for a short road test yesterday, just to check the gears and everything were working, so I knew where I stood work-wise. And obviously I found out about the clutch. I think I've got that sorted, but like I say, we'll probably wait until I've got the new tyres on before we go for our next test ride. And there won't be any need to go out on it if it's snowing now, because we're largely on the home straight with this. And incidentally, the little bit of rag that I poked in there by the breather seems to have done a great job, because there doesn't seem to be any sign of any oil on anything or underneath it after that ride, and yet it was puking oil out at quite a rate just running the engine on the bike lift before that. So and it's sort of out of sight, the rag, it can't be seen. I think that could be a way forward with that, and just sort of every so often probably change the rag for a new bit. It wasn't a particularly large bit of rag, probably something about this sort of size, towel rag stuffed in there, and that's got to be a lot more convenient and easy than an engine rebuild. And also the crankshaft end float wasn't causing any vibration or knocking or anything. So like I said to the owner, it might be a problem if you're back in the day where this machine might have got entered in the Thruxton 500 miler, being run to the limits, lap after lap after lap. Perhaps you might be more likely to break the crankshaft or something, but I can't see it's going to be a problem faced with the sort of use it's probably going to get. So that's where we're at with this one. There probably won't be any updates now unless I move the wheel rim over, of course, but other than that, until the new tyres are on. So that rounds it off. Well, actually, we're on a Friday now anyway, so that definitely rounds it off for this week, I would think.